Hey guys, welcome back to the Retrospect review series. Today we are reviewing Ninjago Season 6, Skybound. So getting right into the episodes, the season premiere of Skybound is infamous. I thought this was one of the not-so-good season premieres, kind of slow in terms of action, and the action wasn't really that good action. It was just like a police chase, but it was very cool to see Klaus return, and it was also cool to see Nadakon debut. Nadakon is such an amazing character, and I'll get more into him later. Next episode is Public Enemy number 1, which kind of started the filler arc of the whole ninja being framed thing. That arc is solely filler, and I'll get more into that later in the video. But this episode didn't have too much going on other than Ronin, again, betraying the ninja. And yeah, but the next episode was Encrypted, which is where stuff starts to get interesting. Although this is a very slow episode on the ninja side of things, Nadakon is doing some pretty interesting stuff in this episode as he is rallying his crew back together, and he meets his father for the last time and gains the Sword of Souls. And the next episode is Misfortunes Rising, which is when the ninja busted out and the action truly starts to develop. The plot of Nadakon capturing all the ninjas starts to unfold. And then after that we have On a Wish and a Prayer, which is really where the plot starts to develop with the ninja going to get the Tiger Widow. It's a very interesting episode, and I love the dynamic between Jay and Nia especially. And then after that, episode 60, My Dinner with Nadakon, which is a cool episode as we got to learn more about Nadakon, and his character was developed a lot in this episode. After that was Wishmasters, which had some really cool fight scenes with the ninja and the sky pirates, and of course the iconic pirate Walk the Plank. And after that was The Last Resort, which is really where the Jay and Nia relationship starts to repair itself, and that scene is really good. You know, the lighthouse scene where they are backed up against the wall with the Traveler's Tea. And then Operation Landho was a cool episode as Jay rallied. It was a nice way for Ninjago to kind of bring in those side characters, and a perfect way for Skylar to return and other characters as well. And then The Way Back, which is such a fabulous episode, by far the best of the season, one of the best in the series as well. You know, I'm a huge fan of Nia's death in that final scene, Jay's final wish. I love that scene, one of the best in the show, and definitely the best scene in Skybound. And I thought the ending of Skybound was really unique. So yeah, let's talk about the ending of Skybound. The ending of Skybound is a pretty controversial topic. Some people seem to hate it, other people, like it or don't mind it. Me, I love the ending of Skybound. It is so unique. Unlike the other seasons where, there's supposed to be some unstoppable threat, and Ninja miraculously managed to save the day, this season is different in the sense that it is unique, and it was a first for Ninjago. Actually, allowing the entire season to get reversed meant that the writers could do whatever they wanted to Ninjago. This allowed them to kill Pixel, do some old Lloyd thing, which was really unnecessary. I didn't really like Grandpa Lloyd, and it also allowed them in the end to kill Nia. This also presented the ninja with a lose-lose situation. Either Nia would die or Ninjago would get destroyed. So I thought the ending was very unique, and it led for an amazing final scene, an amazing climax with Nia's death and Jay's final wish. I thought the element of wishes was really cool. I liked how mythology was blended in to modern Ninjago in this season. Nadakon is such an interesting villain. He is very funny and charming, but yet at the same time he is intimidating, and he's ruthless. He only cares about himself, and I love the way how his character developed throughout the season. Unfortunately, I doubt that we'll be seeing him again later on in the series, but I think this season was really awesome for Nadakon, and he really developed throughout the season, and he is quite a scary villain, actually. I thought the design of characters in this season was also very cool. Nadakon has awesome design, as well as the Sky Pirates. I think the Sky Pirates were it was interesting to see the pirates and, of course, Sky Pirates. That was pretty interesting. Clancy, I want to talk about Clancy a bit. Clancy is such an admirable character. I love the way how, even though a minor character, I love the way how he developed over the course of the season. From being a pushover, very passive, and he was just always told what to do, to that final scene in the season where he stands up and confronts Nadakon. I thought that was, very brave, very admirable. It's kind of a shame that the season got reversed because Clancy was such a cool character. I really loved how he transformed over the season. And Jay and Nia, Jay was the focus character, but you could argue that both of them had kind of focus. Their relationship was heavily emphasized throughout the season, and I liked that. I liked that we were finally getting a season devoted to their relationship, which had been hinted at since the very beginning, the very first episode of Ninjago, or maybe the second episode, but you get what I'm saying. Either way, I thought the season was fabulous. I love that Airjitsu and the Elemental Dragons, of course, made a return throughout the season. A lot of people complain about the ninja being gone for the majority of the season, and that can be an issue. I can understand that, but I think this allowed for, the Jay to really get a lot of development. This season was truly had a lot of development for Nadakon, Jay, and Nia, and I think those are the three main characters you could argue, of the season. I think it was nice. Not everyone had to play a big role. In fact, unlike other seasons like Tournament of Elements, where you had many characters with huge roles, and they were kind of fighting for screen time, I think this was definitely a change of pace because all the characters were gone except these three. And then back again, I think Ronan was a bit of an issue in this season as he was, back again evil and then good again at the end of the season. I think that was really repetitive and honestly didn't need to happen. The prison arc, the Ninja getting framed arc, was purely filler, but it wasn't that bad, I guess. And then Old Lloyd was definitely a major problem for a lot of fans. Didn't like that one bit, didn't really find it necessary. But in the end, this season is fabulous. I love almost everything about it. So in the end, I would have to give this season a 9.5 out of 10. It is my second favorite season of Ninjago, second only to Tournament of Elements. I thought it was fabulous. It had a lot going on and was a very unique season in many ways. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, share with anyone ever you know, and I will see you next time.